I am always getting asked about what's in my kit, what I bring to jobs. I just walked in the door from a grooming job. I turned my camera on and I'm gonna show you what I brought to this job. I only brought 2 bags, which is very unusual for me. Normally, I never get jobs where it's just one talent. I don't love taking apart my main core kit and making a smaller kit, but I had to do it for this job because it was crazy of me not to. So I'm gonna run through the 2 bags I have, show you what I brought, and hopefully this is gonna be helpful for you. This is the backpack I always carry. It's a Lululemon backpack. It's a really great backpack. If I look this up and it's still online, I will link you to it. So we'll start with the backpack. This is the Ricky Skinny. This is the mirror I have with me all the time, no matter what I'm doing. I also keep a disposable garbage can with me. This is really inexpensive. Got it from Amazon, and I always stick a couple white garbage bags in there. My Kitco bag, and in here I just have some disposables and things my talent might need, like mints, hand cream, Q-tips, dental floss picks, Listerine strips, and I also packed some of my disposable hand palettes and lens wipes. These should always be in your kit. This is a smock. This is dirty. That's why it's in this Ziploc bag. It's just something I bring with me all the time in my kit. You should have a couple in there. You can do the half or the full. I always bring the full smock just because when I'm doing these corporate shoots, usually people are wearing suits. And sometimes when we're doing what's called a talking head video, you see their torso, and sometimes on certain shots, you will see their legs as well. And we don't want to have any makeup anywhere. So I take the longer apron or smock with me. This is the shaving kit I always bring with me. In the shaving kit, I have shaving cream, disposable razors, and then I also have a Wahl beard trimmer. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly because I do have a lot of things, but if you have any questions about anything for me, put them in the comments. This is a smaller bag from my hair kit that I just keep with me. I grabbed a couple things that I would need for this job, including some different hair pomades. I have the Kenra texturizing taffy. This is the Go 247 pomade, Color Wow root cover up, dry shampoo. This is the Bumble and Bumble styling cream, which I like for shine on the hair, and then the Big Sexy Hair volumizing powder, which I like for styling shorter hair. I'm still going through the knapsack. This is a giant can. I don't know why I still carry around this giant one. I know there's smaller ones. It's the Got to Be Glued spray. This will freeze any hairstyle. Sometimes when I'm doing these grooming jobs, there's 1 or 2 hairs that always stick up. I like to bring a heavy duty spray for me to deal with those. I should get a smaller travel size though. What I have in this bag is kind of questionable. So this is when I have to do light, very light wardrobe styling. I don't bring this for new clients. I only bring this stuff when I have clients that are long-term that I know sometimes just need a little bit of extra help. I don't think we should have to do this, but sometimes it just helps my clients out. And for my long-term clients, I don't mind. I have some double-sided tape, safety pins, and some smaller binder clips that you can use to clip clothing. And then I have a couple of the larger binder clips that also work to clip clothing. And that is all for what was in the backpack. Next up is the Relevel bag. Normally I use this when I pack a smaller hair kit. And then sometimes when I have really quick jobs like this one, I will put some hair and some makeup in here. I will link you to the bag so you can see it, but just so you get a reference for size, that's what it looks like. It's not very well made, and this probably won't last me more than another year or so. I'm gonna put it down and I'll pull the products out. Actually, if you wanna see what's in the top, so you can get an idea for the inside, that's what it looks like. I've got a combo of makeup and hair styling stuff in here. I always bring a 1-inch flat iron for grooming jobs. I find this is great for short hair. And then if I have someone that shows up with longer hair, you can use a flat iron, you can make curls with this. So it's a versatile tool. I never go anywhere without a 1-inch curling iron. This is my Hot Tools curling iron. This is another very versatile size, so I can do a lot of hairstyles with this. Of course, you got to bring a towel. I brought 2 brushes in case you need to do a blow dry. For shorter hair, this is a 3/4 inch diameter size, and this is a 1 1/4 inch, but these are the 2 sizes I always have with me. My Dyson hair dryer and diffuser, must have for grooming and for pretty much anything when you're doing hair. Empty spray bottle for water. I always bring mousse with me because I love styling with mousse. This mousse is a really inexpensive one from the drugstore. My good friend Ashley Reddings, who's an amazing hairstylist, turned me onto it, and I've pretty much stopped using any of the more expensive products. This one is, I think, $6 Canadian on sale. This is a really good one to get, and it works very well. I picked up this brush canister from Temu, really inexpensive. When I am doing smaller jobs like this, I just bring a handful of brushes of different sizes. This is what I brought. This is enough for grooming, and then if I needed to do a full face or 2 on somebody else, there would be enough brushes in here. And then the brushes I usually bring are a lot of the rougher powder brushes, the Real Techniques setting brush, and then just a few lip brushes. Here are my actual dirty makeup brushes. The 2 that I use to apply foundation and concealer essentially are the Real Techniques setting brushes. I had to do some spot powdering and concealing on some blemishes. This is the Refer 13 mini brush. This is a really really nice shape and size for that. And then I touched up on larger areas of the face with this Jessup brush. These brushes are okay, not the greatest. And then this is the Refer 15 Max, and this is the one I often find myself using when I have to go in and touch up shine in areas like around the brows, around the nose, on the bridge of the nose, on top of the mouth. This size is perfect for that. This is probably what you've been waiting for. This is all the makeup that I brought in skin prep. You will recognize this bag. It's a My Kitco bag. This was one of the bags that I got with the divided system, which I hate, so I made my own divided system with some containers. The other thing I should mention, I normally bring my makeup light with me. I bring one panel when I'm doing corporate jobs like this. In this situation, because I'm familiar with the client, I know the space that we get ready in is very small and it's very close to where we're gonna be doing the shooting. Oftentimes when I have bright lights in that space, it throws off lighting on set. I don't bring the TML to this particular client. What I do bring is this handheld light that I picked up from Amazon. I will link you to the one that I have, and I just hold this in my hand and face my client with it, and that's what I use for my lighting. I'll go through the regular, not exciting stuff. Kirkland makeup wipes. These are my cotton pads. This is a small bag with just wedge sponges and triangle puffs. These are the small ones that I like to use. Always bring straws, so I have a handful of straws with me individually wrapped. Refer eyelash curler. This is a just in case. I grabbed a couple of my most used lip colors and put them in Artist Kit Company palette. I think these are the two sheers that I like from Charlotte Tilbury and some other drugstore ones. I don't remember what they are, but I just threw them in here last minute, so I would have some lip colors just in case. These are all my NARS concealers, just in case mascara. This is Maybelline Sky High. I have this container, and I just grabbed all of the powders that I like to use for grooming. So MAC Blot powder. This is the Maybelline Superstay powder foundation and the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powders. 70% alcohol, you know what that's for. Windex, just in case. Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I also brought some toner, and I brought the Face Atelier Ultra Matte in case my client was going to be very oily. Hand cream. This is the Bioderma one. I brought Embryolisse, which I always bring with me. I brought the Weleda Skin Food, which I'm almost out of because it is very cold in Toronto right now and people are having some very dry skin and dry noses. I brought the Kiehl's Facial Fuel Eye, which is great for grooming. And then I also brought the Kiehl's Facial Fuel No Shine Moisturizing Lip Balm. These are things that I always have with me for grooming. My barrier cream, which I bring with me all the time. There's always some form of barrier cream in my kit. I brought Aquaphor this time. I also brought some hand sanitizer in case I had to do an eyeshadow look. The Urban Decay Primer. This is a really good one. I brought the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. It's the liquid one in the tube. I find this is really good for grooming because a lot of my male talent sometimes have larger pores, so this helps. Small Sharpie, which is good just for writing on water bottles and coffee cups. And then a lot of this is just in case I packed. So I'll show you what's in this pile. I brought a just in case tartlet. This is the Amazonian Clay Matte Palette. This is just a great all-purpose palette. You can also use this for brow colors if you like, but you can pretty much do a bunch of eyeshadow looks with this. I could also use my bronzers for eyeshadow as well. I brought my brow powders, which are from Senna, and they're in a kit pack palette. I brought this small bronzer and blush palette. It's Depotted Anastasia blush and 2 Benefit bronzers, if I'm not mistaken. I also brought Inglot Duraline that I can mix in with any of my liquids or creams to make sure that makeup is really going to stick to the skin. I want to be as hands-off as possible when I'm doing these corporate videos because a lot of the times the people that are speaking on camera, once they get interrupted, it's hard for them to keep the flow going of what they're saying. They're not actors. I don't want to be in there touching up every 2 minutes. So when I do a makeup, I'm looking for long-term wear throughout the day. So I use my setting sprays. I may use Inglot Duraline and mix it in with the liquid or cream, but that's my goal when I'm doing this type of work. These are 2 Makeup Forever palettes. These are great to bring. I can do a full face with these. I can also use the cheek colors for lips. So I figured this would be good for my talent, but also as a just in case. What is not here that I also brought with me that I should mention that's very important are the Makeup Forever HD concealers. I bring those to every grooming job. I think they are one of the most perfect products for grooming because it looks like real skin on camera and you get coverage and it's long wearing and waterproof and all that. And the other things I brought for just in case that I use for grooming are these 2 mini palettes. These are the View Set ones. I can't believe I'm back to using View Set. I swore these off many years ago, but I'm back. Cream bronzers. So I have my Charlotte Tilbury ones and my NARS bronzers in here. These are brow pomades from Anastasia. This is just in case. These are the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows. I can't remember the name. I just threw these in a palette like 2 days ago. Kleenex tinted lip balm in case I was doing something where someone needed lip color. And then scissors, tweezers. That's always a must. I think I mentioned my lash curler. And that's everything I brought to this job. I'm tired. I am forgetting how to talk, so it's time to wrap this video up. I will try to list everything for you in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you next time.